What's up, my peeps? I'm back with another Supercard video. Now, this is going to be a short one. It's mostly to go over the PCC Triple H vs. Roman Reigns and how I feel about it, the PCC that's going to take place today. But before that, as you can see right here, King of the Ring finished. So, if you saw the last video, I said I was going to join another Survivor King of the Ring once I was done proing Taker. I knew going into it, though, that it wasn't going to be as easy as the previous King of the Ring, where I messed up, I forgot to set an alarm, and slept through the quarterfinals. And I was right. It wasn't as easy as the last one, but at the same time, it wasn't, really hard. I actually had a chance at winning this. But I also knew that this guy right here, Vico, I would have trouble facing off against him, or I would have trouble getting the win against him. He was the top guy for most of the King of the Ring. And in the qualifying matches that I played against him, I knew that in most cases, he would get the win over me. I had to change my setup to beat this guy. And so I did. I changed my setup, and I beat him in the first round. So I beat him first round, but then second round, he also switches up his setup in a way that I didn't expect. And then, I'm like, damn it, what do I do? So I switch something around. He also does too, I think. And then he ends up winning the third round as well. So this is what happens. I win the quarterfinal match against Nugget Fucker, actually, I don't know if FRK is, I don't know if that's what it stands for, so if it doesn't, I look stupid now, but, okay, Nugget FRK. So, I beat the guy, and then semifinals, me versus V-Show. Surprisingly, I win the first round, and then he wins these two others, and then Andy versus the B-Blaze, which, by the way, shout out to the B-Blaze. He's a subscriber, I believe. And then, finals, V-Show goes ahead and wins 2 straight matches in a row to become the champ. But I'm not bummed out about it or anything like that. I'd be more pissed off with what happened in the last King of the Ring, where it was my fault, where I just slept through it. You know, this one, I did my best, but, he ended up winning. So, usually I would claim my reward, but since the WrestleMania tier is coming up next week, I'm not going to do that. So, if you're wondering why I'm not going to do that, well, first off, I'd like to give Bexplex from Team Deagle shoutouts here for giving me this idea, because even though I've done this in the past, kind of accidentally, I wouldn't have thought about it if he didn't bring it up. So, in Season 1 of Supercard, I remember at one point I was in a Legendary King of the Ring, and at that point the rewards for winning a Legendary King of the Ring were 2 Legendary cards that were the same. So they'd give you 2 of the same Legendary cards. So a guaranteed pro if you won a King of the Ring. And that was like the first ever reward for the, King of the Rings back then. And then they came out with an update. It wasn't the Survivor update yet, but they came out with an update that changed that reward from 2 of the same Legendary cards to 2 random Legendary cards, because they felt like there was too many people getting pros, and they wanted, I guess, to make it harder, to make pros not as common. So they switch it up to 2 random of the cards of that tier, which is what we have now, except for the Survivor tier. And so, at one point in Season 1, I had won a King of the Ring, a Legendary one, when the rewards were where they would give you a guaranteed pro. And then I stopped playing for a while, and then the update came out, and I still hadn't redeemed my rewards. So the update comes out, I go ahead and start playing Supercard again, go to the King of the Ring to claim my reward, and then I find out that I'm not getting a guaranteed pro, and instead I'm getting 2 random Legendary cards. And since then it's been the same setup, or the same rewards since, except for the Survivor tier, the Survivor King of the Ring. And the reason for that is because at the moment the Survivor King of the Ring, the Survivor tier itself is the highest tier in the game. So that's why they're not giving out 2 random Survivor cards like they do with like a Legendary King of the Ring or Epic King of the Ring, where they give 2 of the tier you're in randomly or whatever. So once the WrestleMania tier comes out next week, which it should, then the Survivor King of the Ring rewards should change to 2 random Survivor cards for the winner, and if you lose in the semifinals, then it's a change from 2 Legendary cards to 1 Survivor card. So at the moment, if I were to redeem my reward, I would get 2 Legendary cards, which I don't want at the moment. I want some possible Survivor pros. So I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait until next week to redeem this reward, and then it should be a Survivor card instead of 2 Legendaries. So, not going to be redeeming my reward for this King of the Ring, at least Not yet. Once again, thanks to Bexplex for bringing this up, because I probably would have forgot about what happened in Season 1 of Supercard, because he brought up the fact that he lost in the semifinals of his King of the Ring, and so he's going to wait until the Wrestlemania tier to redeem his reward, which is a good idea. And I guess that's a tip for you guys too. If you're in a Survivor King of the Ring right now and you haven't redeemed your rewards, or maybe you're in a King of the Ring right now and the King of the Ring still isn't over, and it's a Survivor King of the Ring, maybe you want to wait until next week when the WrestleMania tier comes out to redeem the reward. Alright, so let's take a look at the PCC here. Enough King of the Ring talk. So rank 1 to 5. You get Triple H or Roman Reigns. And look at the Triple H pick they choose. Triple H is the champion right now. This is the main event of WrestleMania. This is a big PCC. Probably the last Survivor PCC, or PCC with a Survivor event card instead of a WrestleMania event card. And they go ahead and go with this picture. Now, this picture is like, come on. You could have went with Triple H with the title. I think this is what everybody wanted. One of the reasons why I've got the Seth Rollins picture with the title is because there's no other picture out there right now with a superstar with the WWE Championship. So I like the Seth Rollins picture because he's got the belt on him and no other picture does. If Triple H would have had the championship on him, then maybe I would have switched Seth Rollins with the Triple H picture if that picture was better. But they decided to go with this, which, by the way, a bunch of people pointed out that this is the uncommon Triple H picture, but maybe with a bit of filters on it that they just put in to this one. Come on, man. There's a bunch of renders out there with Triple H with the championship. They could have went with that. And Roman Reigns, which the picture looks better than the Triple H card in my opinion. So, even though I told you guys I was going to go for Triple H, I'm no longer going to go for Triple H because of the picture. And also, since the picture is this, kind of plain picture, I'm also going to go with Reigns because Reigns has better toughness. And at this point, I'm lacking toughness cards other than The Undertaker. As far as event cards, my event cards are strong in power, charisma, and speed, but not toughness. So Reigns will be pretty useful if he wins. Now, here's the thing though. When they just showed the Triple H and the Roman Reigns card, I was like, okay, so they're trying to get the Roman Reigns card to win here because the Roman Reigns card looks better. And on top of that, he beats John Cena in 3 stats, and the Triple H card doesn't have the championship on him. But then we get, the actual event pop-up. And as you can see right here, the Survivor cards, on the Triple H card, on the Triple H side, you get Brock Lesnar. On the Roman Reigns side, you get Dean Ambrose. Brock Lesnar beats Dean Ambrose in every single stat. Brock Lesnar is one of the 4 best Survivor cards in the Survivor tier. He ties HBK, Steve Austin, The Rock, and The Undertaker. I still don't understand how Brock Lesnar beats Dean Ambrose in speed, but whatever, it's the way it is. And so now I'm like, you know what? Triple H might win this because of Brock Lesnar. And it's not just because Brock Lesnar is the Survivor card. I'll show you guys in just a few moments what I'm talking about. So also, something I've got an issue with here, other than the Triple H card picture. It's not here either. Now, by the way, this is the cutoff point. It goes up to 550. So if you rank 550 and better than that, then you get, the Event Pro, which is cool. I like that. It's better than the 250 that they had before when they used to give out the pros, or was it 200? It was 200 or 250, I don't know. And at the same time, it makes it so the card isn't extremely common. Because, all the other event cards, Daniel Bryan, Ric Flair and all that, they're fairly common. Because a bunch of people got them. Like, over 2,000 people got them. Or the pros of those cards. Here, only 550 will have the pros of Triple H or Roman Reigns, whoever wins. And also at the same time, you get Sheamus and Kofi Kingston. So if you think there's already a bunch of Sheamuses, there's going to be more. And here's where the issue lies. So as you can see right here, the rank right under, you get a single Triple H or single Roman Reigns, which seems normal. But then if you go ahead and take a look at this rank, you're getting a Pro Brock Lesnar or a Pro Dean Ambrose. They're actually giving out Pro cards that aren't the event cards in the event. Now that's cool. You know, it's cool that they give you this opportunity. But here's the part that I think is pretty stupid here, because if you're getting a Pro Dean Ambrose or Pro Brock Lesnar at this rank, why is it if you rank higher than this, you get something that's not as good? Yeah, you're getting an event card, Roman Reigns or Triple H. You can't get those off of Exhibition or King of the Ring. But you're never going to be able to pro them if you get the singles cards, because there's not going to be a follow-up event to get the second card, because they're already giving you the pro if you reach this rank and above. So what's dumb in my opinion is that if you rank above this rank, if you're not getting, or if you don't reach this rank right here, hold on a second, this one where you're getting the pros, you're gonna get something that's actually worse than this rank. I feel like if you rank higher, you should get something better, and it should be the same for every, rank range, or rank range. So to me, that doesn't really make too much sense. So it's like you're in a position where you've got to rank here, and if you go ahead and rank slightly better, then you better go ahead and bust your ass to get this, or you're pretty much getting screwed over. So these are pretty much the two best ranks. This one right here, and this one right here. Anything in between is just crap, and you just don't want to go ahead and rank in between. You better go for this or the pros. And also, they're giving out legendary pros and epic pros too, so they're really giving out pros for everybody, which is really an indication that the WrestleMania tier is coming, and there's no doubt about it. It's gonna be next week. I'm just wondering if it's gonna be a PCC or a Ring Domination, or maybe they go ahead and go old school and start with the Road to Glory. I don't know. But I have a feeling it's going to be another PCC, which I'm not looking forward to. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Which card are you guys going to go for? Are you going for Roman Reigns, or are you going to go for Triple H? I want to get an idea on who's got the most people going for him going into it before the event actually starts. So if you can, in the comment section, let me know. Are you going to go for the Triple H side or the Roman Reigns side? And you can let me know in the comment section too why you're going to go for that card. So if you're going to go for Roman, is it because of the Dean Ambrose Pro? Is it because of Roman Reigns? Is it because of Sheamus? If you're going for Triple H, is it for Triple H himself, or Kofi Kingston, or Brock Lesnar? Let me know in the comment section. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, as always, a like is greatly appreciated. With that said, I'm out. See ya.